The first thing I noticed about the motel was that every clock in the office showed a different time, and none of them matched my phone. One behind the counter said 1:14. The microwave near the coffee machine blinked 12 o'clock repeatedly, like the power had gone out recently, and an old wall clock above the hallway entrance ticked slowly at almost half speed, its second hand jerking instead of moving smoothly. And I remember standing there staring at all three while the man at the front desk finished photocopying my ID without saying a word. Because there was something about those clocks that made the whole building feel disconnected from normal time, like the motel existed slightly outside of wherever I had just driven from. And I probably would have ignored it if the man behind the counter hadn't looked up suddenly and said very casually, "If the phone rings after 2 a.m, don't answer it," and then immediately returned to his paperwork like he hadn't said anything strange at all. And the way he said it bothered me more than the warning itself, because there was no humor in it, no attempt to sound mysterious, just the same tone someone would use to tell you where the ice machine was. And I remember waiting for him to explain further, but he didn't. He just slid the room key toward me across the counter and looked past me toward the dark parking lot outside like he had already forgotten I was standing there. And maybe if I hadn't been driving for nearly 10 hours, I would have left right then, but exhaustion has a way of making weird things feel manageable. So I took the key, thanked him, and walked back outside into the cold night air. And even now I still remember how quiet the parking lot was. Not silent exactly, but absent somehow, like sound itself didn't travel correctly there. And the motel sat far enough off the highway, the traffic noise barely reached it, leaving only the faint hum of the ice machine near the office and the buzzing fluorescent lights mounted outside each room. And as I walked toward room 12, I noticed something else that felt slightly wrong, which was that none of the curtains were fully closed. Every room had a narrow gap in the center, like someone inside was watching the parking lot through the fabric. And I told myself it was coincidence, just a habit people had, but the repetition of it made me uneasy.